Hey there everyone, this is MarkyMan64 here, welcoming you back to another episode of Let's Play Lego City Undercover on the Nintendo Switch. This is episode 36. So it's been a little while since I've recorded this game, and when I came back on, I started in the mine and I realised that it hadn't saved the fact that I had done one of the corners. It hadn't saved the fact that I had got the canaries out their cages. You know how I came back in and got that? It hadn't saved that fact. And so I needed to come back in, and here we are. So I, as a result, hadn't put on unlimited dynamite, because you can't actually put on unlimited dynamite. Not only can you not use it in levels, but you can't actually turn it on if you've not got it on already. So I'm just going to blow that up now that I have it on. And we're coming up here because, if I remember right, I'm just going to explore the Bluebell National Park area just now. That's like where we are anyway, so I might as well just explore some bits, get this coffee break, and because we have like a lot of stuff in Bluebell National Park that we've just not done, because like there's a lot of places in the park that you just don't go to when you're playing the level. So what percentage are we into this actually? 35.9 now, which is, it sounds like not a lot, but it does actually add up. As I've said before, like each little thing that you do, like that coffee break there was one gold brick, and then this is another gold brick. Destroying, let's be Rex when we destroy this. And as with episodes that we've done before, where we start out a new area, this probably isn't going to have as many cuts at the start of this as some episodes will. Because like if it has less time between different things that I have to do, then I'll obviously cut it less, because like I'm going from one thing to the next, and then I'm building this. How many do we need? 30,000, and we've got 321,000. I think we've got enough. Oh, the music. So we're building a tree with a treehouse, and do we get any studs for doing that? We normally get studs. No? We don't, because we're desperately in need of studs at the moment. Let's put out this fire, and that's one of 5, so there must be 4 other fires about, and that will save that as well. So like if we came back here, then it would remember that we already had one of the studs. I don't want to fall off this platform, because I don't know how far it extends out. So, oh, successfully downloaded an update to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I thought I'd turned it off, but anyway, yes. So I don't know what we collected there, some character token, right? So there is another fire down here somewhere, and this is another advantage to having the super color gun, whatever it's called, is the fact that you don't need to go and try and find the colour gun. Yes, there's a sleeping bear there. We're just going to ignore him just now. We don't need to go and try and find the correct colour. We just paint it like that. And the other one is somewhere. I can't remember where though. It's not up where we just were, was it? That was already coloured in. The one at the fire up the top. I think so. If it's not, then again, it'll add up, and if we came back to this, then it would remember that we had done part of the mission. Now I don't think we can get up there, because I think that's the point of getting up the top. No, that's coloured like green, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to cut to when I get the next thing. So here we go. I do like how you can see the trains on the mini-map. I like that. I mean, you can see it if you open up the full map, then you can see them as well going about. But I do like how you can see the trains moving about on the map. And when one is near, then you'll see it on the mini-map, just like that. You see it passing me, the black diamond, not diamond. What shape is it? It's 2, 4, 6. 6 again. Okay, so we're up here, and this is a door that only Rex can open. You can't just be another one of the robbers' outfit. You need to be Rex. And this is Rex Fury Bare Chest. Now I don't know whether he has the same abilities as Rex does, that I've just talked about there just now. I don't know. Possibly. I wouldn't imagine why he wouldn't, but like at the same time, yeah, I mean you would need the original quote unquote original Rex to get that Rex. Okay, so this little hut over here is another bit that you just don't see when you're playing the game, because you really don't have a reason to come outside where the game wants you to go. And I think this might be the first one that I tried post-game when I completed this the first time. And so like I had no idea what I was doing, because there's no real tutorial for it. I'm trying to do this, and the time limit on it is not very long at all, considering like how many you have to do and how spaced out they are and stuff. It's not a long time to do it. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I know that that's a very defeatist attitude to say so soon after I start trying it, but it does feel like I'm not going to be able to do it, but we will see. The annoying thing is like there's different paths to go off. It's not really obvious where you're meant to like go. There's not like a okay, go here and then there's maybe one or two other ways to go. Now I've got one that's kind of probably, yeah, just wobbling about like that one. And there we go. Now, okay, so just on top of this building is another character token. I keep forgetting that I'm actually showing character tokens and vehicle tokens. I've not forgotten yet, like, to show one, but I keep forgetting that that's a thing that I'm doing. Now, over here is another area that we just didn't even go near. And I do really like this about this game, is that it's not just that we're visiting the same places as we've already visited. We're actually going places where, I mean, you could have went here, as far as I can think of. I can't think of any reason why we couldn't have went here before. I mean, there's certainly places in here that we couldn't have done anything with until we had completed the game. Like, you couldn't have played that mini game unless we had the construction worker, and you know, you couldn't have completed the Collectathon that I call it unless you had completed the game, because there's a lot that you can't do until you've completed it. But I like that they don't just leave you with the same places. You're actually going to different places all around the map that you just didn't have any reason to go to. And this is another place. You'll see how big this location is in a second when I turn this corner. That's 4 of 17 cats recovered, 127 gold bricks of 450. And I'm going to climb here. I can't remember why I have to climb here. Is it just to be able to access up here? Yeah, so look at this. Like, this is a dam up here, and it is massive. Why has he got a different outfit? Have I always had that outfit for the miner? I feel like I had another outfit for the miner. But I know that some of the outfits were changed for the Switch version, like the default ones were changed for the Switch as opposed to the Wii U. And so once this electricity thing stops, I don't know what that is, it looks like a surge or something, but that doesn't seem too healthy for the power station. So I'm just exploring this area because I don't want to stop. Well, I don't stop the recording, but I don't want to like stop and then say I'm going to cut and then like not actually cut, because like there's just so much to explore in this bit. And just jump over there, and then are we passing this as they come out? Yeah, okay. Okay, and then I climb up here. I just love this, the fact that this is in the game when it just wasn't it just wasn't an area that you went to before. But yeah, come up here, and then there is a teleport pad, and we're going to teleport up to the top. Now I'm going to explore what's along here before I do that. I think that... Nah, let's do this. I think it's just to go in somewhere, right? Like it's normally like a key or something like that. So follow this to... I'm imagining it's going to be this rubbish over here. This kind of bin over here. What is going to be inside it? That is dynamite, and we don't actually need dynamite, but let's carry it anyway. Because it gives us a nice little arrow to where we're meant to go with the dynamite. And then I'm going to just like follow this through this way. And no, I'm not going to go down there yet because there's several bits along here that I need to go to. That rock down here looks really weird. That's not rock, that's the sky. That's the sky or something being reflected on the rock. Oh, that's really trippy. Okay, so that's to go back down. So let's go along here and open up all the doors and do everything that I can do before I go down there, because it's going to be like one of those free run type things. And this is another one of those Mario boxes that's dotted around, because this is obviously originally on the Wii U, so it's... Oh, is that it? Is that all I have to do? I thought there was like a... You have done 2 of 3 or whatever, but no, apparently not. So then let's break that. Let's go along to the end before I go up on top of this one. And... Oh, there's the pig, and the cannon is very close to where the pig is. Don't really need to grab a colour, but let's do it anyway. Now, is this going to... Ah, okay, you have to go up here and then drop down to there, I think, with the pig. And pick him up, put him in the cannon, go down, activate the free run thing, and then do the free run. So this is kind of nerve-wracking being out here, because he doesn't always manage to grab onto things. And this is the highest point. I mean, obviously, as I said, it's not always the highest point, but it's just like a high point in the district that conquered district there with 128, if only 200, 128. So then switch to the farmer, and I prefer the farmer being the one to ride the pig anyway. But again, this is kind of nerve-wracking with the camera angle like this. Now I'm wanting to be on top of that. Okay, and then X, which I forgot where X was there. It's kind of weird when they tell you button prompts, because you don't always know what the button prompts are, if you know what I mean. So you don't always know what X is just by, you know, knowing the position of it. I know that I'm making sense in my head, but anyway, that is 4 of 22 pigs. And you can see that the pig thing reappears. Now, this isn't relevant up here because you won't get another pig up here, more than likely. But you could bring another pig to a cannon that is used by another pig. Like, you can use the same cannon more than once. It's just that, I mean, obviously when you pick up the pig, it gives you the nearest cannon to you, so you might as well do that. So that is the free run, and where does that start? Oh, down there. Okay, so I need to go down there and repaint that first before I actually do it. But I'm going to be able to do that when I get down here anyway. That seems like a long way. And that is really cool. Okay, so then if we come out, you can see that all the different characters have different strokes in the water. Like the fireman has a backward stroke, which kind of makes sense for his character, because like, but doesn't make sense with like it switching round like that. Look, he's at his back, he's at his front, he's at his back, he's at his front. He's like turning 180, like kind of cutscening into it. I'm going to use the astronaut to get up here. Now I'm not going to activate this just yet. I'm going to do as much as possible. As you can see, I've got unlimited dynamite, but that's okay. You know where the dynamite is. You can again go to any dynamite dispenser and get dynamite. I've got the colour gun cheat as well, so I don't need to use that, because when I am Rex, he fires the right colour for the right situation. Now it feels like that is only partly done, that other side. Now, have I got to go and find the rest of that? Let's continue to explore along here, because I think I have to take something along there. I thought I was to take like a box or something, but maybe not. And this is just where you get the dynamite, but I'm going to just open the door anyway, because reasons. So come in here, that's just the dynamite, yep. Okay, so it feels like that is not complete, but yeah, it is complete, but maybe it's just like, maybe it's a glitch or something, or maybe, I don't know why it's like that. But anyway, complete the free run course before the time runs out, collect clocks for extra time. So, as with most of these now, I don't know the proper route, because that's not 100% how I got up the first time, but I think the bit that I just kind of fixed up here is the only bit that I didn't. Oh man, okay, I've already kind of failed with this because of this camera angle. Why is it like that? Okay, I might have already messed this one up. I can't remember. Oh no, okay, don't jump into the electricity. Oh no, don't do that. Right, okay. I'm losing lots of time. And I've only got one heart left, which I know isn't a major thing, because like you've got unlimited lives if you like, but it's nice to not lose lives. And go over here. That jump seems a bit funny. Like I don't know how it's funny, but it just seemed a bit like sharp. But anyway, jump up here and collect this clock. You're better like backtracking slightly, as you've seen I've already done that with one of these. You're better backtracking slightly to get the clock than to miss it. But as you can see, like I got all the clocks, and that's me almost finished the race. Up here, and there we go. And we teleport back down to the bottom. What if I wanted to be up the top? That's why I always do that last. Because, like in a district like this, because like otherwise I would just need to climb back up there if I wanted to get something up there, but oh well. Okay, so I'm going to cut to when I get the next thing. Here we go. Okay, so just behind me is another of the fires. Let's put these forest fires out. Don't be causing fires in the wilderness, folks. Let's not do that. Okay, and then I'm at the police station where we have been before, but again, we've not really explored here before. And as I've also said, again, I am not going to show all the super bricks that I gather. I've just not, like there's too many of them and I'm not going to collect all of them, so there's no point in showing me collecting all of the super bricks that I collect, because there are ways to see where the super bricks are and stuff. Like it's fairly easy to see that. So if I come up here and then stand these radar stations back up, I don't know what's going to happen here. Is a character token going to appear or something? Yes, I was correct. That's why I'm apprehensive to like cut to the next bit, because like I'm always a little bit nervous just in case I've forgotten about one, but I can see that character booth behind me, disguise booth in the background. I will get that in a few seconds. But there is another colour gun point and another character token, and then this is the disguise booth. Disguise booth activated, 10 of 17, and Ranger Barber is unlocked, and 131 gold bricks. This is for the fireman, this one, and it's good to have like as many super bricks as possible. I know that I'm saying I'm not going to show them all, but it's always good to have as many as possible when you're doing this sort of thing, because then you don't need to worry about like doing super builds when you come across them, because you will come across super build. But you can see the cheats, the stud cheats really coming into their own with with this sort of super build, because the stud counter just adds up and up and up and up and up. Now, a good thing to try and do if you're getting stuck with where to go next is to call in helicopters, or maybe like the jetpack that you can get, and use that to go about, and then you can't land anywhere, but you could then fly near to a vehicle, like a car or something, and then press X, and then it changes to you being in the car rather than in the helicopter, and then you're on the ground, so you can then exit the vehicle. And that is always a good way of doing it. Now down here is... I can't remember how you get it, but you've got a fish down here somewhere. I think, do you need to fish for it? I can't remember how you do this, but I know that you need to get a fish because as you saw earlier on, there is a... Let's get this rabbit with water. As you saw earlier on, there was a bear, a random wild bear just lying in a campsite, and we need to get rid of it with a fish, and this is where the fish is, but I can't remember how to access it. But while I'm trying to think of that, I'm going to do this race here and try and do as much as possible. I can't remember, I think we go like into another place. If we do go into another area, into another, what do you call it? Into another area of the map, then I'll come back here because I'm not quite finished with this. But tick-tock trial. Drive through a series of checkpoints and beat the tick-tocking clock. Okay? That reminds me too much of Super Mario 64, but anyway. This can be a little glitchy, this race, depending on like where you go and stuff. Just watch where you go. And then, yeah, okay, I'm going off in the wrong direction there. Yeah, that's not helpful. Have I done a race yet? I can't remember whether I've done a race yet. Like yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, there's like all these bridges as well. Like all the bridges have lots of collectibles underneath them and stuff as well, so just bear that in mind. You can't swim out here though, because these are shark infested waters. So you would be eaten by sharks if you were in the water right now. But I can obviously come here by boat, but I will need to do this at some point. And yeah, I thought I ended up in a different area. This is it the museum district? Or something like that? And I don't think you can go back up without using super fast travel. Or do I? Yeah, I thought I ended up like down here. And then like I need to make my own way back up. So what gold brick is that? 133 of 450. So you can really see that they do add up. So if we go back into maps, you can see that we came right down here and into this little harbour area in here. But I'm going to just return up here using super fast travel, which means that I don't need to go to a railway station in order to travel to a railway station. I can just click on it from anywhere and I end up arriving there just as if I had come by train. So where is a vehicle? Can I just go back across towards the police station? Yeah, I can just cross this bridge, can I? Yes. Okay, so I'll quickly have a little look around here. But I think I'm going to cut to when I get my next thing. Okay, yeah, so it happened again. I cut to the next thing and then realised that there's a thing just really close to where I am. So here is a ATM. So if we destroy that as Rex, and then ATM smashed, 6 of 18. So you can see again that we're going through the gold bricks fairly quickly. Like, you kind of get a false... What's the opposite of a false sense of security? Like, you kind of get the impression that you're going to take longer to do things when you play the levels, when you replay the levels and realise that you only get like 2 gold bricks or something. But then you do the free play around the map and you realise that they really do add up. So we're already at 36.8. I can't remember what that was when I first logged on, which is why I checked. But I forget what that number was. So over here you can see all the horses. And is there any reason for me to come up here? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to cut to when I get the next thing. Here we go. Okay, so in the waterfall that I think we passed. Did we pass this bit? Yeah, we jumped over the waterfall. Over here is a listening point.
I hear the gang sometimes hang out at this restaurant.
Oh, I think that's the first time that he's ever kind of used intelligence like that.
Have you decided yet, sir?
It's no good. I just can't make my mind up. Surprise me.
Certainly, sir.
Ah! Whoa!
So, do you know what you want now?
Surprise me.
Oh, wow. That salmon was delicious.
Yeah, my cod was amazing too.
You know, my wife would hate this restaurant.
Why's that? I thought you said she was a big fish person.
Exactly. She's a mermaid. We might have just ate her friends.
Okay.
That meal was great. Yeah. Just what you need before a big day of going out and getting up to no good.
We're going to the mine to break stuff, right?
You betcha. Because we're the baddest of the baddest of the bad.
Yeah.
We're so bad, we make the other bad guys look good in comparison.
Right.
We're so bad that I'm only leaving a 10% tip.
I was not prepared for that level of badness.
Okay. I cannot remember how to get to the mine from here. Is it back the way we've come? I'm tempted to say it's like over here. But we've got a minute to get there, so that feels like it's a long time. I think it's back here. Yeah, I think it's like past the police station. There might be another way to get there than how I'm getting there, but oh well. That's what experimentation is for. Okay, so if I come over here, the mine is over here. So the entrance to the mine is just across the railway tracks here. And there's no trains coming. The minimap shows you where you're going, and we've got 14 more seconds, so we had enough time. And yeah, it's weird how the audio from these things is always like really so much higher than just like ambient talking and stuff. Like you can hear them a lot louder than when they're talking, when you're using the device. I'm getting really mixed up with my words. I never meant to grab him like that. I meant to handcuff this guy here. And then use him, throw him away, and I think I'm pressing the wrong button here. I think that's what's wrong with it. Okay. Can I get him? Yeah, okay. And then his friend is going to try and run away. And press A. And handcuff him. There we go, gang's arrested, 4 of 16. So join us again for another episode of Let's Play Lego City Undercover on the Nintendo Switch. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Bye bye.